than 14,000 people in this region are living with MS. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Tami. She is the president of the Greater Delaware Valley chapter of the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. Thanks so much for being with us. Good to see you.
It's great to see you again.
Let's talk about what you do as an organization. If 14,000 people just in this region are living with MS, talk to us about the role of your organization and who these people are. What are some of the challenges that those living with MS face?
So it's a difficult disease, and our organization is here. We really have what we consider to be a bifurcated mission. We are here to fund research because ultimately we want a cure for this disease. While we're searching for that cure, we're also looking to help people who are living day to day with the challenges, and the challenges vary. If you think about the spectrum of MS, we have children as young as 3 and 4 now being diagnosed with MS, all the way up to people who've been living with it for 40 and 50 years.
So many different challenges on a daily basis, and this is a disease that impacts people in different ways.
Absolutely. So depending upon the course of your disease, a lot of people are diagnosed with relapsing remitting, and it's similar to having an exacerbation in a bad period, and then you get better and you just plug along with life. Then there's all the way up to a very primary progressive disease state, which just pretty much just goes downhill from there. So someone who's in relapsing remitting may be perfectly fine and working and doing well and managing family and life and keeping it all in balance. Someone with progressive MS may not be able to go up and down their stairwell.
So those are just some examples, but as you mentioned, part of what you do is to work to fund research. There's actually a clinical trial underway, and the funding came out of this region. It's a clinical trial related to vitamin D.
Yeah, we are really excited to be the sole funder of this particular project. It's vitamin D. And the project is to look at whether different doses of vitamin D will actually change the course of the disease. It's done in addition to the disease-modifying treatment, and it's a group of people across the country, 7 different sites. The main site is out of Johns Hopkins. However, there's also another site right here at Penn.
So you say this could potentially lead to some great information, some important research, and the funding comes out of this region. And you say that's important because people in this area who have come to your events could really make a difference when it comes to finding potential information about MS.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is a great example of saying this is something that could make a difference. I mean, think about it. Vitamin D, you can purchase that just about anywhere. So if you're living with MS and you're concerned about your children, and this is proven to be true, you may want to put your children on vitamin D, increased vitamin D doses while you're taking it, and then you're not as worried about MS in the future.
So we will look for the results of this clinical trial as they come available, but in the interim, you say there are ways for all of us to participate, and I want to quickly get to your upcoming walks because the dollars raised go to programs like this.
Absolutely. We are excited. Every year, the walk really is a gathering place for people who care about people with multiple sclerosis and want to make a difference, and they want to make an impact. So we bring them together, more than 15 sites across the area. Our first one is April 13th, starting in Wilmington. And then the last ones happen in May 5th, I believe. And we're excited about it. People come together and it's just a community that says we want to make a difference and we care and we're going to get closer to a cure because we're here today.
And that's an important point because you say it's a community coming together to make a statement. It's a fun day, it's a family day, and as you mentioned, it starts April 13th and they run through the beginning of May, and we can visit your website for the specific locations and times of these events. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Tami. I'm Jill Horner.